And we are playing Lord of the Rings Online. Yeah, in this particular stream, we're going to be playing my level 50 High Elf Mariner on the second part of Before the Shadow. The first part of Before the Shadow was basically Swanfleet. We've done all of this with the exception of the discoveries, treasure thingies, and clicking on stuff. We'll get to that. We will 100% Swanfleet. But now we're heading over to start the second half of Before the Shadow, which is Cardolan. All of this area. Tons of content. So, if you've been following along, you'll know that our epic story is following the ranger, or I should say ex-ranger, Meneldir. And it's an epic story for sure. Very good epic story at that. So we are going to continue on. We need to meet up with Meneldir over at Tharbad, and we're going to work our way across the river there. So that's where we're going. Let's get with it. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It is now Thanksgiving evening here in America. The Dallas Cowboys, as everybody knows, because everybody in the world follows football, right? The Dallas Cowboys won the Thanksgiving game. They play every Thanksgiving. And they were playing against the Washington, I think they're called Commanders now. They change their name all the time. They were playing against them and beat them solidly. So, way to go, Cowboys. Congratulations on a Thanksgiving win. Let's see, is there anybody else online tonight? No, I'm the only one that can ship online this evening. I imagine everybody's off with their families doing things. I went and me and my brother went and ate Brazilian steak for Thanksgiving today. It was excellent. Absolutely fantastic. I tend to do that. We like doing that on holidays because of the fact that we don't have to buy anything, food, we don't have to prep anything, cook anything. It's just basically show up, eat, enjoy, pay, and leave. It's the lazy bachelor way of handling things. Here we are. Here is a discovery item for us. We have the first one. We're clearly on our way. And Woman of Rohan. And there's Meneldir right there. Get this to where an adult can read it. Hold, strangers. Be you friend or foe? Admit I cannot tell from your mane. Are you a friend to Rohan and to its people? You assure the woman that you and Meneldir do not seek to cause trouble for any good folk, and that you merely seek to cross the river on your way north. The woman thinks for a moment and then nods. She turns her eye upon Meneldir. Do not think this question too forward, but I must ask it. You are dressed as I was told the Dunedain Rangers dress, well suited for a life in the wilderness of the inhospitable north. Are you one of this kind? For they are the folk I seek, and my errand is urgent. Your question is not an easy one for me to answer. Let us say I was once that folk, but if need drives you to seek the Dunedain, your search is not at an end. Yet our purposes may align, for Rasiki and I also seek the Rangers of the North. Meneldir turns his gaze upon the tumultuous river. Each of our paths requires we ford the Guathlo, the river Grey Flood, and it will not be easy. I fear the raging waters will be too much in places for your steed to safely make the crossing, and it appears orcs watch the shallows. I only know of the Rohirrim from tells, but I do know they are loath to part with their horses unless at great need. If such is the need that drives you, I would know your name, and perhaps you will tell us of your errand on the far bank. If not, I would bid you farewell, for Rasiki and I can no longer delay. Farewell, my Stark Maud. May you find your way back to the yellow fields of the Mark. I will see you again when my task is done. The woman turns back to you, a cold look in her eye. The fate of Rohan rests upon my quest, or I would not leave one so loyal as my Stark Maud. So swears Egfrith of Faldheim, who has ridden here with all haste to acquire the help Theoden King requires. Now let us ford the river, and at once. Okay, it would appear that we're going to ford the river. We're not going to chivvy the river, and we are not going to GMC or ram the river. We are going to ford the river. Yes, I am joking, but we are going to do that. New deed, Orc Slayer of Cardolan. I do love Slayer deeds. We shall continue on now. Alright, so basically we got to go across the river, and Meneldir made it sound like this is a horrible thing to do. It's so hard to do, but you'll find as we go across here that you could have gone across on a pony. You would have been absolutely fine. There's not really a problem here, but, you know, it's good for the story. Woohoo! Oh my god, my galoshes got wet. It's horrible. Oh, the river's terrible. It's terrible, I tell you. Oh my god. It's a good thing we left our mounts on the other side. Oh, that's right. I still have my mount. Yeah. Story ruined. Alright, let's talk to Meneldir. That was not pleasant, Rasiki. My feet got wet, but at least we have reached the northern bank. It would have been much easier were the great bridge still intact. We'll need to rest for a short time before we proceed, because oh my god, that was just terrible. I gotta like dry out my boots. I'm gonna sit over there by the fire and dry my boots out. Have you ever walked with soggy boots? Your feet will smell and itch for a month straight. So I'm gonna go over there by that fire and dry my boots out and hang my socks up, and I'll be done in like a few hours. Okay. So by the way, how fares Egfrith? I don't know. Oh, there she comes. I hope Starkmod understands. He would have followed me anywhere I would lead him, even to his death. He is the same as I am, for I would do anything for Rohan. Egfrith breathes deeply and rubs the feeling back into the muscles of her arms. On the other side of this cruel river, you asked why I seek the Dunedain Rangers. The Odin King has fallen ill, seized by a weakness of the body from which it is feared he may not recover. Was told the Rangers of the North know methods of healing that might cure the king's ailment. I am to recover one of their remedies, or to return to Edoras with one of their healers, that he might heal the king. It is only for the future of Rohan that I would abandon my Starkmod. Any who question that will face my sword. I absolutely could not have asked him to walk through 3 inches of water, because that would have been horrible. Okay? Just choose one of these. I can hear orcs prowling among the ruins of the city, and if we do not post a watch, they may surprise us while we rest from the crossing. They have become an ever-growing threat in my own land, and the king has not the strength to oppose them. Rohan suffers. It will help your friend make sure this campsite remains unoccupied by those who made it. You will hunt the orcs that prowl the city. We will stay here only long enough to dry out our clothes, because, oh my god, that's horrible, and recover from the crossing. And the fewer orcs between us and the northern road, the better. Alright, so we have a quest to kill some orcs while they sit over here and get cozy by the fire. Because that 2 to 3 inches of water that we walked it through was horrible. And they need to take a break, you know. So, let's go kill some orcs. There's like, I love Before the Shadow. It is a fantastic expansion with some great stories, but that particular one, it makes me laugh every single time I read it, because it is total BS. Total BS. We barely had water above the top of our shoes. I mean, it was, yeah. Her horse clearly could have come across. Mine did. I had no issues getting my horse across. Just saying. But, you know, it is what it is. Right? Right. Alright, we've killed enough of them. Let's go back and talk to Meneldir. See what he has to say. See if his shoes have gotten dried out enough yet. How fared you against the orcs, Rasiki? Did they bear the insignia we encountered on the orcs of Swanfleet? You tell Menelder the orcs that prowl the ruined city do not appear to wear the mark of the White Hand, and to your eye they belong to other orc tribes. Oh, don't go in the fire. What do you know of the symbol, the White Hand? Orcs bearing this mark have appeared in Rohan of late, and many are the towns and crofts they have troubled throughout the Rittermark. The king's illness prevents him from properly dealing with these raiders, and every day the kingdom grows more weak, more frail. But who commands this tribe against my people? Menelder gives you Menelder gives you a warning look, and you tell Egfrith that orcs of the White Hand must serve some powerful chieftain of their own kind. She rests a hand against the pommel of her sword. Yes, that does seem to be the way of that kind. Still, the orcs here in Tharbad need not serve beneath the White Hand to endanger my own errand or your own. There are other fires to the west on the other side of the broken bridge from here, and if you clear away their defenders, we will rest more easily and be better prepared to travel safely through the city. Okay, we'll go do that. So if you remember from the last stream, earlier today actually, we came across an elven warrior, and she was helping us do some stuff, and she told us as a warning at the end to be careful what we tell people when we come across them in our adventures, because things are afoot right now. Some strange things are afoot. So that's what Menelder was saying. He was like, "Hey, don't say too much. Don't say too much," with his eyes. He told me that. Because we don't know this lady. We don't know what her agenda is, honestly. There should be a guy over here that gives me a quest. That's what I'm kind of looking for, and I'm failing to find him. Alright, we'll just go through and kill people, because I can't find the guy I'm looking for. We'll find him as I kill people, I'm sure of it. Light glints on the weapons of a man fighting further to the west. Oh, there's somebody fighting over here. Let's go and see if we can help him. Oh, there's a bad guy right there. Who could it be? Oh my god, it's Boromir! The story gets better. Hail, friend, if friend you be. I'm a long way from my home in the land of Gondor, but if you are an orc foe, then we share that in common. Elves, it is said, bear no love for orcs. I trust that is true. It is true. Boromir is my name, and I have come from Minas Tirith by a long road of an urgent errand. The crossing of the river proved treacherous, and I was forced to abandon my steed. I ran afoul of orcs among the ruins, as you can see, and one of their cowardly thieves stole my pack. When I have recovered it, I will resume my quest. If you catch this thief for me, I will be indebted to you, my good elf. I think he ran off to the southwest. So look at that. We've met up with Boromir now. The story is truly getting epic. You go poke these guys to death real quick. It won't take long. I'm like much higher level than them. Hello, Mr. Orc, or Urk, or whatever the hell you are. I'm looking for a thief. Have any of y'all seen a thief? Yes, it's that one over there. It's got his name above him. It says Orc Thief. Okay, thank you very much. I recovered the stolen pack and should return it to Boromir. Hey, I think I found your pack. You must have struck fear into the heart of that thief, my new friend. This pack is much lighter than it was when he stole it, and it seems he scattered its contents among the ruins in his eagerness to escape. Might I trouble you to gather up my lost supplies? Well, yeah, I mean, I'll go get them for you. I mean, just stay there. I'll be back. Got to go get some stuff for you here. I'm sure that you're tired after your adventures. Leave it to me. Is there anything up here I do not recall? Doesn't look like it. Wonder if his stuff will be like on the ground or... Yep, there it is. Scattered supplies. We have found scattered supplies. Ugh. I need one more scattered supply. I absolutely love the fact that we are running into Boromir here. That is just really cool. That's one of the things I love about this game. You're not the big hero in this game. You're a side hero, and you run into the big heroes of the stories, periodically. Your path, crosses theirs every so often. And in this situation, our path is crossed with Boromir. And that is just super cool. Where is that last lost supply? Scattered supply, I should say. I wonder if it was further down this way. Or if it was right over here, maybe. Let's check right up here first before we go too far away from this area. Yeah, look at it right there. I chose correctly. Let's kill him first. Why? Because he's an orc. That's why. Orcs do not deserve to live. Moving on. Instantly dead. I don't care who you are, that's awesome. They just stand and wait for me to slaughter them. Alright, let's talk to Boromir again. Thank you for this, my new friend. I am in your debt. Not only that, but I must beg your pardon, for I was so pleased to encounter a friendly face that I did not even ask your name. Pray tell it to me now, and forgive me the oversight. Rasici. It is my honor to make your acquaintance, Rasici. You say your companions are nearby. I would join them at their fire if you think I would be welcome. If not, I will continue on my own, but it has been a long road, and I would not turn down a friendly campfire and pleasing conversation. Come along. Let's go talk to Manel dear and, what was her name? Egfrith. Keep forgetting. Egfrith. How many of these do I still need? A bunch. And that's just the starting, that's not the advanced version. The advanced version, after you finish a Slayer deed, then you do the advanced version of it, and it's always double the amount of what the original one was. So, I'm sure 99% of y'all know that because you play Lord of the Rings online, but I'm just pointing that out for those who may not. I had somebody once on forums be like, all you do is just point out stuff we already know. And I was like, yeah, well, that's because not everybody knows already. I mean, I'm sure you're a genius, but, some people haven't played the game yet, and they may be watching it on YouTube or Twitch and be interested in playing the game, and they'd like to know, so that's why I tell them. It's not because I think everybody out there watching has no clue. Alright, so we've made it back. Meneldir leaps to his feet as you and Boromir approach. Who have you found, Rasici? Who comes so to our fire? I did not expect to see a soldier of the Citadel this far from his homeland. We got stuff here to choose. Nothing that we're going to use, so we're just going to click it. You may sit by our fire, Captain of Gondor, if you are willing to share with us the tale of your journey north. I am interested to hear the reason for it. My reasons are my own, stranger, but as Rasici has proven to help to me already, I will trust that his friends are trustworthy. I will tell you the tale of my journey, as much as your fire seems to earn. I have seen larger, brighter, and warmer, but this has proven a cold land, and even a poor fire is better than none. Long has my father kept watch upon the black land of Mordor, and at his command the soldiers of Minas Tirith never relaxed their vigil. The steward's commands are respected, as is right, but what man from the high walls of Minas Tirith could not see smoke rising from Mount Doom far away and yet still too near? In the taverns of the city they named it a fell portent, and in the high chambers of council my father agreed with his folk, though they knew it not. But none could have foreseen the onslaught that emerged from Mordor. A great force swept through Ithilien, driving our soldiers before it, and at Osgiliath we slowed its approach for as long as we could, and destroyed the bridge behind us. There was something strange about that battle, my friends. There were strange omens before and during the fighting, but neither my brother Faramir nor I could understand their meaning. We spoke of them to our father. What does it mean, father? It means these are strange times in which we live, Boromir. But it may be a message. Speak to me not of fairy stories. We have always measured our strength by the bright sword and the sturdy shield. And so we will today. I am sorry, father. We mean not to question your wisdom, father. This much is clear to me, my sons. Gondor is strong, but even Gondor cannot stand forever against such evil. Can it be that names out of legend may hold some key to defeating this enemy? Imladris, can it be? My father is wise in ways I could never be, for I am in my very bones a fighting man. The stories with which I grew up shaped me to be this. But the steward of Gondor must be a learned man if he is to guide Gondor through such troubled times as these. What the name Imladris meant to my father he would not say, only that it was a place far to the north where lived Elrond the Half-Elven, who was said to be the greatest of the lore masters of Middle-earth, canny and dangerous. Few or none in Gondor know where this place might be found, my father told us. My brother Faramir volunteered at once to seek out this place, and to ask Elrond Half-Elven if he might know the meaning of the many strange portents we had seen in recent days. I knew the road would be full of danger and took the journey for myself. My father was most wroth at my choice, and he argued against it, but at last he gave me leave to depart. He must have seen that I could find the secret dell in which Imladris lies and bring back knowledge to aid Gondor. Before I set forth, my father impressed upon me the need for secrecy. Enemies could lurk anywhere, my son, he told me. Remember that Gondor needs you. Return with the knowledge the half-elven can provide as quickly as you can. More quickly if you deem the quest to be a foolhardy one. I assured him I would not abandon the quest and departed at first light, taking the west road into Rohan. As is custom, I called upon Theoden, king of Rohan, upon arriving at his city. Greetings to you, Boromir, son of Denethor. You are welcome to Meduseld, ruling seat of Theoden King. Oh. Hold! Who comes here? It is Boromir, son of the steward of Gondor, captain of the White City. He is known to Rohan and is a friend. Is that so? These are dangerous times, and friends must be judged more carefully than before. The king is indisposed and will see no one today. I was denied my audience with Theoden, but I did speak with others of his court. Theoden's door ward is named Hema. He seemed a good man. The man Grima had a foul look. I did not like him. I know not what to make of Eowyn, the king's niece. Are all women of Rohan? I couldn't read the rest of that. Are all women of Rohan so eager to fight? I sparred for a time with Eomer, nephew of Theoden, a good man. Anybody else we need to talk to here? Oh, over here. Ah, Theodred. May Theoden recover from his illness, but if he does not, Theodred will be a good king. And anybody else? My obligation to call upon Theoden satisfied as best as could be managed, I left Edoras and continued my journey. I would pass through the Gap of Rohan and then turn north for lands I had never seen. But as I neared the fords of Isen, to my surprise, I encountered someone I had not expected to see. I dismounted to speak with him. Hail to you, son of Gondor. What errand brings you with such haste to my borders? It is an errand of some urgency for the kingdom of Gondor. But I should not speak of it. I see. There was a time when the wisdom of wizards was much sought after. I mean no offense. I fully understand neither the need for secrecy nor my journey's purpose. What power can there be in Imladris that might aid Gondor? Imladris. You seek the haven of Elrond Half-Elven. Why? I beg your pardon, my lord, but I have said too much already. Too much, and yet nothing at all, son of Gondor. But I will not let you pass Isengard without the benefit of my knowledge. The refuge you seek lies in a northern dell guarded by sharp-eyed elves. If you plan to treat them with the discourtesy you have shown me, you had best turn around and save your own skin. Oh, Saruman at least did not prove an exception. He said something else. There it is. It has been said that wizards are quick to anger. Saruman at least did not prove an exception. I feared I had offended him, but I tried not to brood upon it. I had not called upon him at his home, after all. If he should leave his tower in the Vale of Isengard to interrupt my quest, let him bear the burden of my unpracticed tongue. I am a fighting man, as I have said before, and am unused to the ways of wizards. I resumed my journey. I was already a long way from Gondor, but there was longer to go. A lot of phlegm. Beyond the Gap of Rohan, the wide fields of Enedwaith lay before me, and I saw no sign of trouble for countless miles. To me it seemed an empty land, and the days passed beneath cloudless skies as I journeyed north. But as I descended the slope toward the ruins of Tharbad, I knew the river crossing would be difficult. I released my steed, setting his eyes toward the bountiful grasses of the Swanfleet before I left him, and I made the crossing myself. Shortly afterward, I was set upon by orcs, and that is when you found me, Risiki. This, by the way, is where you get a very cool helm by doing this quest. It's not the stats. The stats are okay. It's the look. I use the one particular one all the time. Not that one. Not that one. That one. I use this on numerous characters. It is an awesome helm. And you can see it is the one I'm using right now on my Mariner. It's just got a die applied to it. So this is where you get it. That is my tale. You have no doubt heard more exciting stories than this, and were I to speak of our mighty efforts in Gondor's defense, you would hear one such. The time is wasting. Could I speak with you alone for a moment, Risiki? Let us just walk to the northeast, right over there. Okay, northeast over here. Somewhere over here. Oh, wait, we found him. I do not know if we can trust this captain of Gondor, Risiki. Remember the words of Bregolith. She told us to guard our trust with care, for even seeming allies could harbor treachery in their hearts. Neither do I exclude Egfrith from this warning. But Boromir rode right by Isengard on his way north, and even admitted that he spoke with Saruman. How can we trust his conversation with the White Wizard was as he described? We cannot. I think we should keep what we know of the White Hand to ourselves for now, just in case Boromir has fallen under the sway of the traitor wizard. We can travel together at least until we reach Breland and the Dunedain, but we should keep an eye on both of our companions. Regolith believed we stood on the very precipice of danger, and I think she spoke true. Here, take this map of Cardolan, show it to the others, and see what they recommend for our course. You have decided we should travel together? I believed your friend would suggest we should not, but I find the idea agreeable for now. Should my own course not align with yours, I will depart, and without hard feelings. Boromir unfolds the map of Cordolan and studies it briefly before handing it back to you. My own journey's end lies in a hidden dell, Rasiki, further north than this map tells. You know the location of Imladris and are willing to tell me, I will welcome it. Mayhap you will trust me enough by then to show me the way, though I be a man of Gondor and not of your own people. But I know there are still many miles to go before I need worry about locating the hidden dell in which Imladris lies. It pleases me to hear that Meneldir will not turn away the captain of Gondor, for the men of that land are warriors strong and true, and in past days they have been hearty friends of Rohan and we of them. Egfrith unfolds the map of Cardolan and wrinkles her nose. These names are unfamiliar to me, Rasiki, so different from those of my own land. I cannot begin to understand how to speak some of these places aloud. Boromir is not the only one of us who is far from their homeland. I will follow Meneldir until we find the Rangers of the North, for Rohan lies withering while I am away. And if I cannot return with the king I seek, I fear the kingdom will die. Then we are agreed. Our roads leads north, and that means we must pass through the city and travel north along the greenway towards Breland. We should defeat more of the creatures that lie between us and the northern walls of the city, and I suggest we scout the gaps in the encircling wall at several locations before we leave Tharbad behind us. Once that is accomplished, we can meet up just north of the city to plan our further course. Okay. All right, so the neat thing about this story is that she's from Rohan, he's from Gondor. The things that they talk about, you will you will run into this further in the game because this expansion, even though this was last year it came out, this expansion is before it physically came out after, but the timeline here is before Riders of Rohan and Helm's Deep and all those other expansions. So the things they're talking about, you are going to go to those lands and experience some of those things. That's really cool. That's how all this just intertwines together, and it's fan freaking tastic. So we need to go look at some gaps up here, and I know there's a quest guy. I'm missing him somewhere over here. So we're going to search around until we find him. And I know that I'm pretty sure there's a discovery at the edge of this bridge up here. So that's why I want to go up here real quick. I say real quick as he walks slowly. Movement is not a fast thing in this game. You will find that. Movement is rather slow in this game. Could have sworn there was a discovery up here. I can temporarily sprint by using a couple of abilities as a combo, but it is very temporary. Alright, maybe there wasn't one there. We'll mount up and we'll run up over this way. I'm pretty sure he's over here by a tree somewhere. Out that way. It would be easy to find him, except for the fact that I am way above the level for this content out here. So on the map, it doesn't actually show where the quest givers are. I actually have to get close to them, and then it will show up on my mini map. This gap wall, something other. We need to do a look at this point. I know we come back over here. That may be what the deal is. Maybe I'm not finding the quest guy until we come back. Because we go up to the next quest hub, and they give us a bunch of quests, and some of them are coming back here to do things. So we'll look around a little bit, but then we'll probably just go on. Man, my sinuses are just horrible today. Where is that guy hanging out at? We still gotta find 2 more gaps, but I just want to at least try to find this guy. I could have sworn he was standing like next to a tree like this. I apologize for clearing my throat non-stop. It's just my body's trying to drown me, and I'm having to work to make that not happen. I'm sorry. You know, I think what it is, I think he's actually on the other side of the river. I really do think that's what the case is. Like I said, we will be coming back here. So let's go ahead and find the other 2 gaps and look at those so we can move on to the next quest hub that will send us right back here. I'm pretty sure of it now that I think about it, that he's actually on the other side. Here's another gap. We got 1 more gap to find. I think it's this way. I'm probably wrong. I'm going to just assume that I am wrong. Alright, we need 1 more gap. Where is this at? Hold on. It says defeat foes within Tharbad. 8 of 12. What happened to finding the gaps? Did it take it off of my quest list now? Is this one of the gaps? Well, that quest is gone. That's not up there at all anymore. Where's Cardolan? This is this one here. Is it not there at all now? No, it's not. So at some point it must have switched to the kill these people thing that we see up there now. I need two more of them. Won't be a problem. They're everywhere. Just gotta find one. Hitting right now. And I'm lagging horribly. There it goes. Alright, so we got all 12 of them. It just doesn't know it yet because the server's lagged. Maybe not. Let's go ahead and kill another one. There we are. Diamond Road just north of Tharbad. Okay. Amazing game, amazing stories and everything, but it is a 16-year-old game and there are issues. There is server lag that everybody has to deal with from time to time in this game. And that is Tharbad behind us, Rasiki. If the crossing of the Grey Flood proves the worst experience of our journey, I will count us fortunate. I fear it will not be so, though it is likely to be the wettest. Did Tegwin dislike the damp and cold of the Wadewater? He is fortunate he had no need to cross the Grey Flood. And under the watchful eye of his parents, it will be many years before he might. But now we must turn our eyes to our own road. Cardolan awaits, and within its bounds we will find my friend Narndir, who will know the location of the chieftain of the Dunedain. Then will Egfrith's purpose be attained and our own as well. Perhaps then, Boromir can be set on the proper course, and you and I will dine at the Prancing Pony before we part. But we are not there yet. We must take one step at a time, lest we trip upon our own feet. Our first destination will be the town of Herne, a village of farmers and traders that grew up at a crossing of the ways to the northwest of here, where the Greenway coming south meets with the road coming north out of Enidwaith. When last I came this way, the tavern at Herne was a pleasant enough place, although it could not truly compete with the Prancing Pony for entertainment and company. Crossway House, it was called, a 2-story building near the south gate. Let us be off. Alright, so now we're on our way to Herne, but along the way there is a quest hub right here that we are going to take a detour to and do all of those quests. Hail, traveler. Please, I need your aid. I am Rangar Nevitt. My father, the mayor of Herne, was last seen going into the ruins nearby. He has always been obsessed with Tharbad, but recently the ruined city has been overrun with orcs. I fear for his life, but I am no warrior. Please look for my father in the ruins. I am going to check his house in Herne again, in the hope that he made it back. While we're here, let's make sure to grab the milestone. Let's find. There it is. Put it right here. There we are. Got a quest right here as well. I am so angry that our trip to Tharbad has been ruined by those awful orcs. I wish I could walk right into their camps and destroy things of theirs, just like they did to us a few nights ago. But I am no match for them, alas. You, however, could enact my revenge, could you not? If you come across any of their stashes of weapons, destroy them. That will teach them. It's kind of vengeful. Let's see here. Have you seen my kinsman nearby? I'd go looking for myself, but he gestures to his bandages and smiles wryly. After what happened in Nimbarth, I doubt they would enjoy rescuing me again. Excuse me. Could you make sure they're all right? They should have returned to Nimbarth by now. To the northeast. Our lady is a woman named Mariona. You'll have to forgive her and the others for being wary around you. That's just how things are with them. Well met. Do not mind my pacing. I find myself restless being confined to these crumbled walls. My husband, Tam, did not want us to make this trip, and now it seems he was right to worry. I want to make him a new pair of breeches, but our hunter is otherwise occupied. You head north. Will you bring me hides from the Avank that lurk in the watery pools? I will, absolutely. Hello there. Unhappy days these are. Look at our shelves. empty after the raid by the orcs of Tharbad, and I have a wife with child to feed. Etta is craving berries, and well, I learned with the first two children not to argue with a craving mother-to-be. Sadly, I am no warrior and cannot leave the camp, but perhaps you can help us. To the north are some ruins among which grow bushes covered with Etta's favorite berries. If you bring some back for us, perhaps we can stop her pacing. Whoops, whoa, 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 back up. Accidentally hit the auto run. Hello there. My name is Hal Wolfscombe, and I traveled down from Bree with this company as their hunter. It's my job to keep us supplied with fresh meat, but when the orcs attacked, they stole my bow. Could make a new one, but this land was stripped of its trees long ago, and besides, it would take far too long. I heard you are going into the ruins. When you do, will you look for my bow? I can do that. Have you been across the road to see the herds of deer? What a sight they are, magnificent creatures and good eating too. We surely could use the supplement to our rations, as the orcs no doubt ate all of our food. If you've a mind to help, bringing us some of the deer meat would go a long way. Greetings, fellow traveler. My name is Burl Stonecrop. My companions and I have been tasked with traveling the Greenway and investigating whether or not there would be any benefit in rebuilding a settlement here in Cardolan. Predictably, on our first night here at Tharbad, we were attacked. The ruins are full of vicious orcs who stole our supplies before we could fend them off. We will probably be heading back up to Bree, but without our supplies, the trip home is impossible. However, you look like someone who could stand up to those orcs. If you retrieve our supplies, I will compensate you. I think that's all the quest here for this area. So let's go do some of these. So first, let's kill this guy right here. There you go. Have a nice day. Let's get our Slayer deed for that, for the half-orcs. Wonder if these give a Slayer deed as well. I don't know. So let's go find, it's funny that they're still standing out here. Let's go find the mayor. Should be right over here. So, Ranga sent you. She finally lowered herself enough to return to Cardolan. Well, you nearly wasted your time. I need no keeper. I was about to throttle them, orc scum. They knocked me down, but I fended them off with my staff. The cowards fled. I may have lost my temper and thrown my staff at their retreating backs. They did not fire from me. Get it, will you? Bah, of course she would overreact. The villains came upon me while I was unaware. It would have been fine. Give me my staff. I was on my way back to Herne when those accursed fools attacked me. I've seen what I came here to see, so I will make my way back and meet you there. No, I do not need your help getting back. A friend will be arriving to bring me home. However, you put those skills of yours to work in another way. Drive out the orcs who have infiltrated Tharbad. If you survive, return to me in Herne with their ears when you have finished, and I shall reward you. Hey, look, there's one right there. That's so fun. Come on. It's unreal. Sinuses freaking hate me, trying to kill me nonstop. We got a alert over here. Deed bestowed. Quest in Cardolan. Okay. So stupidly easy with me. Like level 50 and they're level... What the hell are they anyway? Level 15? It's like... But it's the story. The story is why I'm here, and the fact that I'm a completionist and want to get this part of the game to have a check mark next to it. It's all about the check marks. Some would say it's all about the base, but no, it's all about the check marks. Deed completed. Beat orcs in Cardolan. Okay, now we've got the advanced version, so we need to kill 120 of them. Is there no more this way? Looking for more supplies, but I don't know that there's more this direction. There's a guy there, though. He lasted for 2 hits. I think we shall chivvy the river again. Or shall we ram it? Maybe we'll Toyota it. No, we will ford the river. Here's our last stolen supply we need. Let's pick that up. And we'll kill these guys. He just stands there patiently waiting to be killed. He knows it's futile to try not to be killed, so he doesn't try, he just waits. So we'll ford the river again, get on the other side where there's quests we need to do over here as well. Almost didn't see him standing there. He almost got to live another day. Oof, our inventory is really bad now. Alright, let's go ahead and fix that. Sell, 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 sell. Sell it all, sell, it's all on sale. I already have that in my cosmetics, so I don't have to worry about it. One of the best looking helm cosmetics in the game, in my opinion. Can be used in so many different costumes. Here we are. All fixed. Now that we're on this side. It seemed like there was something here. I know I come back to this spot with a quest here in a moment. Probably don't have it yet. Oh, here's the weapon caches. Doing this for the lady that was ticked off that they'd come and destroyed their stuff, so I'm over here destroying their weapons. Let's see how they like it. There's our quest guy. What he was by a tree. I am a woodcutter, friend, not a fighter. When I encountered orcs within the flooded city, I ran. It is without shame that I tell you I dropped my axe, though I need it for my livelihood. You think you could repay the orcs for this insult and recover my axe at the same time? I certainly can. I believe his axe is over here somewhere. The map would indicate that that's a true statement. People in the chat are being hilarious. I believe I've gone too far. Let's head this way. There's a wooden chest. That's not too far. Let me see. It should be this direction, according to the map. Remember that spot I said that there should be something there? I think that's where the axe is. Aha! Misplaced wooden axe right there, and there's the stairs where I was at. I knew it was out here somewhere. Alright, need to get some more weapon caches. Do they respawn? They do, but I can't do anything to them. Need a couple more. Don't believe this is the right way, but you know, whatever. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. Alright. Is that where it was before? It is. It's not that way. I need more caches. I think we can turn in one of the quests to him here. Yeah. Ah, there's my axe. What would I have done without... Hold on a moment. This is not my axe. This axe is completely different. Since this axe is not mine, that means its owner might still be somewhere in the city and in danger. You should return to where you found it and see if you can find and help its owner. It's the right thing to do. Correct. is the right thing to do. So we will go do it. These become clickable again yet? Nope, they didn't. But he's killable again. Alright, so we found it out here. The earth is trampled to the southwest. Perhaps the axe's owner went that way. Southwest. Way? Bloodstains on the earth here, and tracks lead southwest again. I don't think it's that way. I think it's this way. More west than south. Although I did turn this way, so maybe west south. Where is it at? I believe right there. Slain unfortunate. The owner of the axe ran afoul of the orcs in Tharbad and perished. Let's check here real quick. We're at 56 of 120. Lag there. You found the owner of the axe, but he was already slain by orcs. Sad end, truly. I will wield his axe in memory of this poor unfortunate Rasiki, and from this day forth I will dedicate its work to making wooden weapons that will repay the orcs for the life they took this day. I swear it. Thank you for doing what you could. Okay, so let's move on. We have something over here. Come on, move. It decided it wasn't going to move forward. Aha! Orcish weapon cache. Y'all just wait there. I'll get y'all in a moment. Alright, now I'm ready. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Be sure to tip your waitress on the way out and drive safely home. We need another one. It would appear it's on the other side of the water. But we want to go do something here. Let's mount up. Because, again, I feel like there is a discovery at the edge of the bridge. We tried it on the other side. We're going to try it on this side this time. I could be completely wrong. Be the first to admit that. But let's see if I'm right by chance. I'm wrong. And for that, I must kill this guy. There you are. I feel much better now. Ford this river again. It's really terrible. Don't know how I'm doing this on my mount. Lol. Okay. Let's see. We need something in this direction. Oh, it's going to be more of the weapon caches. Let's see what we got here. That was 10 of 10. Alright. Nothing left there. Let's go turn this in. Actually, I guess we could go. We'll go do the deer that are out here. We will see plenty more orcs. So I'm not worried about finishing that advanced Slayer deed. I don't need to stay here and grind on that. We will see plenty of them in Cardolan. I am thirsty though. I think I'm gonna go get a drink and I'll be right back. Let me just stand up here by these people. Alright, I'll be right back, everybody. I'm back. Alright, everybody. I am back. Alright, so let's head out this way and we'll kill some deer. Good drink. Got me some more water and the itty bitty miniature can of Dr. Pepper because it's just enough. Where are they at? There they are. This won't take long. Kind of odd. It should have killed that boar, but I think the server was mega lagged at that point when I actually attacked him. Seriously? Kill that boar. Bam. Certain point, you just want to slap the server. Like, how many times is it going to make me miss it? There we are, we're done with that. What else we got? Nothing. Alright. We got the Avanx on the other side. We can go kill the Avanx. Let's go kill the Avanx. And we'll get the berries as well out there at the other spot. Then we'll go back and turn a whole crap load of stuff in. Oh, that's fun. You have to understand, they're very bad people. They, yeah, they have that coming. Need more AVEX. There's an AVEX. Not nearly enough AVEX around here, having to move around to find them. Finding plenty of boars, though. There's one. Too bad I have to get off my mount to kill it. Wish I could see them on my mini-map, but because I'm much higher level than them, it won't show them. Some reason being higher level than a mob makes it to where that they're able to hide from you better, apparently. Don't understand that at all. That was an intriguing sound. That was my calendar reminding me that it's time to stream the Mariner. Which is amazing because I'm already streaming the Mariner, so I'm like on top of it now. I've got this schedule on point, apparently. Crap, I knew I was going to go too far in the water. This is my last one. There we are. Now we can go on to the next spot, which is up on the hill to our right. So we can pick up the berries that the lady is wanting. Ruddy berries. Ruddy bush berries. I got the words out. It's easy for me to say, right? Ah, come on now. That's 8 of 8. But if I remember correctly, there's a quest giver out here. Somewhere over in here. Where is that at? The person out here that you run into. Not seeing her. Don't want to miss her. It's very easy to miss this quest line, especially when you're a lot higher level than the content, so you have to get close to it and see it on the mini-map. Where's it at? Let's go ahead and grab this. I seem to remember her being like right in here somewhere. Or so I thought. Maybe a little further out. She's hunting somebody, and she needs my help. I'm gonna give up looking for her here in a second. I just want to at least give it a shot to find her. Plenty of half-orcs hanging around here, but not the NPC I'm looking for. Alright, I'm going back to turn these quests in. Brother and I have always had this joke about whenever you open a soda, it makes that pop. We yell through the house, "Pop a top!" whenever we hear one of us, has opened it, one or the other, We started doing that when we were on a diet one time, so that way we could annoy each other when we heard them opening up a soda. And now it has stayed, and we do it all the time, even though we're not specifically dieting. It's just crisscrossing the land out here, seeing if I saw the NPC with the quest, but I don't. If I don't find her eventually, I'll have to look it up so that I can 100% this area. But currently, I don't see her. Thank you. Without my bow, I could not have hunted them myself. I appreciate your help. Oh, did I get his bow? Oh, I did. My bow, you found it. Now I can get back to my job of feeding these fine folk. You have them. You do? Oh, this is wonderful. I know it only fulfill this temporary craving, but I cannot wait to see the smile these bring to Edda's face. Didn't I finish her thing? Huh. Interesting. You return. Tell me about it. Were they angry? She laughs with delight as you recount your deeds, then presses coins into your hands. You have done it. I have higher hopes now for our endeavors. I had heard that Cardolan was a wilder land than Bree, but to see it for myself has been eye-opening. To the north lie the ruins of Nimbarth. Judging by the walls that are left, it seems to have once been a fortress. Now, however, a rank-looking lot of men, though I hesitate to call them such, occupies the ruins. One of our group, Celaril, headed that way some hours ago to scout the situation. That she has yet to return is causing me some concern. If you head up to Nimbarth, please find Celaril. I do not like the look of the men that have taken up in those ruins. Ah, perfect. These are exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you so much for your help. So that finished that one. That's all of the quest here. I'm still wondering about her quest. What's going on with that? Down here. There's nothing left over at Tharbad. We do have this way out here. Seeking the Scouts is way the heck out there. Everything else is in Hearn, it would appear. That's weird that the Seeking the Scouts one's so far away. Make sure there's nothing not up there. No, they're all here. All 4 quests are here, so I guess we move on. Where's the... I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Those ruins he was talking about, we need to go by there. We need to find them. It said northwest, but nothing's lit up out there. Search for it's called Riders of Nimbarth. Riders of Nimbarth. Okay, so that's way out there. He's giving me that quest now. Hold on. What level is that quest? 20. It's higher than... Well, the Seeking the Scouts is 16. This one's 21. Should I head all the way out there already? Seems odd. It seems extremely odd to go all the way out there. Let's say we go to Hearn. We'll make our way out there eventually. I'm just not sure why it's giving me that quest way out there right now. I want to do all the quests eventually, but that just seems weird that it's available right now. And also odd that I can't find the quest giver that's hunting this guy out here. That's really annoying. People in world chat are killing it tonight. They're talking about the lag. It's always a topic of discussion. Somebody said Frodo of the Nine Fingers and the lag of doom. Oh man. I feel like I'm probably missing quest, but we're going on to Hearn. We will eventually get all of it. Higher. We look right here. Swanfleet and Cardolan is at 19%. A whole 19. Oh my god. A lot to do. Okay, this is Swanfleet and Cardolan. Yeah. There's a lot. But look at set rewards. We still got tons to do. Alright, the air is silent, the wind still. Where are the guards? I love Hearn. This is one of my favorite stories in Before the Shadow. Man stares at you with suspicious eyes and hurries for his house. Like her neighbor, the woman glares at you and hurries home. Well, I'll be. Let's go over here and set our milestone. And grab the stable master. don't think we'll take his quest because I believe these are missions. Yes, they are. Okay, we're not going to mess with the missions right now. Here is the Crossway House that we're supposed to go to. Meet up with our companions. Here they are. You and your friends might want to keep walking, stranger. Hern is not the place it once was, and you will not find welcome here. You ask the innkeeper what happened to the town, and he frowns, shaking his head. 4 nights ago, something evil passed through the center of Hern. No one knows exactly what it might have been, but every night since a terrible fear has seized the town. Old man Aberthal says he saw something that first night, but I don't know. He was an adventurer in his younger days, but he has such a reputation for tale spinning. It has always been hard to tell the truths from the falsehoods in his stories. Something happened that night, and the town has not been the same ever since. You had best be moving on, you and your friends, before the dark comes again. Like I said, the story here is fantastic. This one is cool. I've seen something like this before, Risiki. Well, I say seen, but I did not see it. Say instead that I felt it, something dark and evil. It filled man and horse with dread. We stood in defense of the river at Osgiliath when this presence came upon us, and even the boldest among us were seized by a terrible fear. Excuse me. We cast down the bridge behind us, and only a few of us escaped. I've never felt a fear like that before, Risiki. Some of my men claim they saw the figure from which the terror spread, but I do not know if I believe it. Might that evil have come north from Gondor somehow? I did feel as if I were being watched at times as I rode through the empty lands, or were they not as empty as they appeared? I should speak with the old man the innkeeper mentioned. If his story matches those of my soldiers, that will tell me something of the evil that came to Hern. I hope you won't use old Aberthal too harshly. He is something of a peculiar fellow, but despite his strangeness, most of Hern's folk are quite fond of him, and he has always brought his custom to Crossway House, which I appreciate. Let me give you a mug of his favorite spiced beer. It may loosen his tongue. To be truthful, that is not usually a problem for our Aberthal, but you might not want to speak about whatever happened to him that night. The beer may make him more willing to talk with you. Grab this other quest. Life in Hern was never easy, but lately some darkness has passed through the land, stirring up all manner of foul things. There is a wolf pack north of Hern, which does not usually trouble the town or those on the road. However, they have of late become vicious, attacking passerby and raiding the town come nightfall. If you could thin out the pack, that would help immensely. You go with Boromir and Egfrith to speak with this man, Risiki. I will ask around Hern to see what else I can learn about what happened here. Okay, so where's our friend we need to give some alcohol? Don't see him here. Anything going on in here? Not yet. Did I miss him? Is he not in here? I just sworn he was here. I thought he sat like right over here. Hold it. This guy has a ring over his head. You just can't see it. Are you a traveler as I am? Interesting. I am journeying south to the White Mountains to see the dwarf halls there, but I heard from someone on the road that the rocks of this place have a red sheen to them, and it put me in mind of the Iron Hills. Thought I would see them for myself, and if there is valuable ore to be found here, perhaps I will delay my southward journey and stay a while. If you meet me west of town, I would appreciate both the company and the help. Okay, so we have a quest from him. He doesn't have a quest now. It's hard to tell because the rings above their heads aren't they're grayed out. Is what I'm trying to say. There isn't an alcohol I need to pick up or anything in here. I think we leave this. I think we leave this area. He must be in one of the other buildings. It's been a little while since I've been through this particular content. I just remember I loved it. I am exhausted, friend. I work for Maddock in Crossway House, and it is my job to carry crates and supplies into the tavern whenever they are delivered. The wagon driver from Breeland just departed, and he refused to leave the crates any nearer than the very outskirts of Herne. He said there's a bad feeling about the town today, and he didn't want to stay here any longer than was strictly necessary. He did the least amount of effort, but I have already done more than I should. You think you could bring the last two crates inside Crossway House and set them down in the storage room with the fireplace? I would really appreciate resting my arms for a moment, friend, and I wouldn't forget it. The last two crates are right where the eastern road leaves Herne. Okay, so let's go grab those crates real quick. In here. There we are. Go get the last one. You feeling okay? Are you feeling okay? All right. There we are. Thank you so much for your help, friend. I don't have much to offer you, but I hope this reward is helpful to you. There we are. Go down this way, and I believe there's some people we need to talk to in a couple of houses. Ah, yes, here we are. Caddy. Who are you? Are you looking for Mr. Rendall? He hasn't been home for a few days. Oh, my name is Caddy. Mama let me come here to take care of the trees. I watered some, but then there were dark and scary shapes on the road, so I ran in here. I think they're gone, but I don't want to leave yet. Could you help me? Mr. Rendall planted them just outside. There are some saplings. He waters them, then he talks to the other trees. At least I think he does. Trees must be very good listeners. I don't believe there's anything else in this house. It's just a caddy there. Yep. Okay, so let's go take care of the trees outside. That was a button I didn't mean to push. Oh, there's a sapling. Your usual quest hub chores kind of thing, you know. You see in every game. Here's another sapling. Did I get credit for that last one? Did I move too soon? I think I did. Here we are. Alright, we should have... There it is, one more sapling. Trees must have been so lonely. I think you made them happy again. A long time ago, there used to be more trees here all over. Did you know that? Mr. Rendell told me, but then his and sisters. That means people in his and sisters. I get it, ancestors. That means people in his family from a long time ago cut all those trees down and didn't plant more. Why'd they be so mean? Didn't they know there wouldn't be anything left after because of them? That must be why Mr. Rendell plants so many trees by himself. He wants to fix what his family did, but he shouldn't have to do this alone. I want to help him. You're an adventurer, aren't you? Just like Mr. Rendell. He warned me to stay away from the beech trees in Wilvenclove because of the wolves, but wolves aren't scary for you, right? Wilvenclove is that way. Is that northwest? There must be lots of beech nuts on the ground there, and then after you come back, we can take the seeds out together. All right. So he wants me to go get some seeds. Let's see what else we got going on here in town real quick. Doing all this, basically to get back to the epic story, but these are the other things going on in the little side quests. What were you doing out on the streets, stranger? Don't tell me you haven't heard about the evil things roaming about. I may not be a brave man, but something ain't right about those riders. I can live my life without ever seeing them again. I'll die content. If you're intent on returning outside, could you look around Herne for my sheep? 5 of them got spooked and escaped the pen. Just pet them a bit, and they'll calm down. I don't want them running off into the wilderness. Here, before you go looking, take some of this hay and fill up their trough outside in the pen. We are lagged. There we go. All right. Now let's see if we can find his sheep. I know I seen one over here earlier. I was gonna say that's just lag. I just came to a stop and waited. Good sheep. Come with me. There's one over there. Alright. There's one over this way. Which I thought there was, but there isn't. There's one. Alright. Need 2 more. One more sheep. Last sheep doesn't seem to be anywhere in Herne. So we gotta go talk to him. You couldn't find the last one. Can't be that many places for a sheep to hide in Herne. Ever tracked down an animal before? I've heard them ranger folk are mighty good at it, but I don't know much. You ought to check the pen before it fled. The last thing that sheep did was eat at the trough. Take care, stranger. There's wolves outside Herne, and I've heard tell of worse things lurking beyond. Just thinking about it is enough to make my skin crawl. Okay. So basically, he wants us to go see if we can track down his last sheep. Trail of blood splatters continues north. Slayer, Dead Slayer. Cardolan. Have. Okay, we gotta go back and talk to him. Tell him that that is not going to be a good thing. Let's go, while we're here, let's go over to this spot where we'll meet up with the dwarf and do that quest real quick since we're already out here. Aye, these rocks do indeed have a red sheen to them, but the real value lies within, I warrant. Will you help me gather up chunks of red rock for closer study? Yes, I will. Is there like something I gotta click? I'm guessing. Let me see. Ah, this way. And there it is, chunk of red rock. It would appear I need 10 of these. It loves to tell you you're interrupted. That, and also you don't have a valid target clicked. It loves to say that one as well. Alright, so let's go back and talk to him. Pop a top! I heard him just open a can. Ah, yes, these rocks are notable. Now, these were all pretty near the surface, and the working of wind and rain caused them to slough from the larger crags. There could well be valuable ore buried a little deeper. I may have to stay here and ready more a little longer after all. My journey will have to wait, even though the town of Hern seems glum and gloomy. Why are the most valuable materials never to be found in places of cheer? You have helped me, friend. Take this reward and my thanks. Alright. Let's go up here, hit the road, and head back to Hern. What happened? Did you find the sheep? As you recount your story, the blood drains from Hulfrin's face. Black riders and dead things walking. Omens of worse times ahead. Still haven't got the means to leave Hern and find someplace safer. This town is my whole world. I just hope those riders don't come back. Sicky, was it? Stay safe out there. Okay, so we've still got a lot to do here in Hearn. And I need to go use the restroom. So I'm gonna take about a 5-minute break. Go use the restroom. I will be back shortly. Thank you, and hang in there. I'm back. Just get something set up here real quick. Oh, not what I meant. We are. Why can't I find the chat? There it is. All right. Woo! We're back. We are back. We're going on an hour and 50 minutes here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream, start exporting it out to YouTube, and start another stream so we don't have a massive 4-hour one over on YouTube. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I've had a great time. I hope you have had a great time. We've started the second half of Before the Shadow, and we are about one, maybe barely 1/3. I'm going to say 1/4 of the way into one quarter of the way, barely one quarter of the way into the second half of Before the Shadow. So if you enjoy what you're seeing on Twitch, please hit the follow. If you're over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. And if you would, hit the like and leave a comment. Makes the algorithms happy. And if they're happy, it makes it to where more people see my videos. And that makes me happy. Also, go over to Twitch, Twitter even, and follow me. It's at From the Gnome. I put screenshots up and let people know what's going on. Like I said, I'm going to end the stream right here and then start it right back up so that we can continue on and we don't have a long one over on YouTube. So I'll be right back. Do. Something went do. I have no idea what that was. All right. I'll be right back, everybody. Y'all hang right in there. It's From the Gnome. I'm signing off. Bye-bye. Woo. All that kind of stuff.